Recreated from a surviving original from Coruscant, this lightsaber is expertly crafted from an uranium-coated brylark, with cortosis hilt pieces designed to guard the hand and catch the opponent's blade. This lightsaber is fitted with a blue kyber crystal, and is also fitted with a standard emitter matrix assembly. This saber handles just as well as any lightsaber you've ever used. Here are the specifications of the Old Republic replica lightsaber. Aesthetically, you can see they've done a fantastic job in recreating the original Old Republic lightsaber in one that we can own and appreciate today. I have to say that although the handle is brylark, I really do appreciate the fact that they went out of their way to coat the handle in uranium and do this kind of inset circuit design, which I think really highlights and really makes this piece very unique. Of course, again, recreating what the original looked like. Overall, I think the design with the cortosis handguard pieces just makes this a very unique piece and is a very, very good representation of our Jedi heritage, something that's very important to me. So aesthetics, this is a beautiful sword, and as you'll see in a moment, the blade is equally as beautiful with this nice kind of blue color, thanks to the good kyber crystal that they have installed. When you're going to talk about functionality with a lightsaber, the most important thing to do, of course, is to turn it on. Now, you will note that this is a nice blue blade. Of course, the kyber crystal that has been installed in this particular model recreates the blue blade that would have been seen in the Old Republic. From a functionality standpoint, the blade is actually really good. It's very non-existent in its weight, so you have supreme handling of this particular saber. Now, I will note that the cortosis guard here really does a great job in terms of protecting your hand as well as binding your opponent's blade. This is pretty unique, as cortosis is actually a fairly rare metal, and being able to use it in this particular model is actually something pretty special. And of course, cortosis is resistant to other lightsabers, so it acts as a very, very good bind point, which you don't see in a lot of lightsabers that are out there today. Now, of course, you have two knobs. You have the blade length knob here, so you can adjust the length to suit your needs, and you also have the power knobs, as you can increase the amount of plasma that is used inside the blade in order to suit your needs. Of course, you might want to increase the power if you're, say, having to burn your way through a door. Now, the one thing to note about this particular lightsaber is that the ignition switch is actually on the power knob. And so when you're turning on, you have to be certain not to accidentally bump the knob and actually accidentally turn up the power of this blade. Now, overall, I think from a functionality standpoint, this is really great. The only thing that's missing, and it's something more of a training aspect for any aspiring Jedi out there, is that this actually lacks a belt hook. And that is because you're actually meant to actually hold this at your side using the Force, of course. And so it's really important that you keep that in mind, that you're really supposed to make this thing hover at your side. It's meant to really make you focus 24/7 as you have this next to you. Overall, though, I am extremely happy with the functionality of this lightsaber. I would do cut tests, but I mean, really, what's the point? We know these things cut through anything at pretty much any angle, so why test it? We all know anyway that we're not really going to try to hit people. We're just going to kind of swing right above their head and act like we're going to kill them just as much as they're going to do the same to us. Very much in the code of any Jedi or Sith out there. Functionality, very good. This is by far one of the best lightsabers I've ever had the pleasure of holding, and it is worth noting that this is a good, solid recreation of one that had been found in the Jedi Temple on Coruscant. It is believed that this is from the Old Republic, or at least the original design is from the Old Republic. And one thing I will note about this lightsaber, as I would with any lightsaber, is you have to be very careful with the blade. You really want to make sure that you never touch yourself, because if you accidentally hit any part of